Carlos contra Legaspi para ESPN Deportes con Amir Albazi, que estará enfrentando a Brandon Moreno este sábado en el estelar de UFC Edmonton. Amir, it's been a while. You've been thinking about this fight for over a year. Tell me how you feel, like finally be there, fight week against Brandon Moreno.
It feels good to be back. It's been 16-month layoff, so it's been a long time, and I'm happy to be back at main event against Brandon Moreno again.
Tell me, I mean, people might not know like all the struggle you went through these 16 months. Like first the surgery, then another injury coming to the Moreno fight. What happened to your mind? What happened all these 16 months, and why is that important for you? Like to be finally having this fight.
So after my last fight against Quiero France, I had to do a heart surgery. The doctors found the issue with my heart from all the training. So after I finished that heart surgery, I started training for Brandon Moreno in Mexico City, and then I started losing feeling in my left arm, no strength. I couldn't pick it up. So after a bunch of tests, they told me that I had problem in my spinal cord in my neck. So they rushed me into another surgery. So it's been a long road back to the UFC now, but this has been all my life. I came out from the streets of Baghdad, Iraq, to Syria, to Sweden, to London, and now to the United States. So I'm used to obstacles. And like Brandon Moreno said, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but I'm going to become a champion. I'm stubborn. I'm going to keep climbing. And Brandon Moreno on Saturday night is a good test.
Um, Now you mention it, like those two surgeries, like heart surgery, like spine, those are surgeries that might be career ending for many fighters, for many athletes, not only combat sports athletes. So how is your mindset coming to this, like listening to the doctors telling you the severity of of these injuries you had, those surgeries, and to overcome this, and to be back training like so soon.
Yeah, it's hard. It's stuff I have to deal with. It's more mentally frustrating knowing that you want to do this, but your body doesn't want to. You know, but I believe that this is written for me by God. I really believe so, and all praise to God. I feel a lot better now. There's no issues. I'm just happy and blessed to be back in the UFC in fight week as a main event. So I'm just blessed, but this is not something new to me. I've been going through a lot of stuff through my life, everything from in Iraq as a little kid that want to become a UFC champion, and I'm here. So coming over obstacles and fighting for my dream, this is what I do, and this won't stop me.
You mentioned it was a long journey, right? Like coming from Iraq, Syria, then Europe, the U.S. How was? Tell me how is in Iraq, like to how do you learn about MMA? How do you learn about something called the UFC, and that was how it did become your dream, like in a country like
It's
Iraq.
like in a country full of war, they don't think about sports. It's not the main thing. It's people trying to get money to live, to eat, to work. That's the main thing, how to put food on the table. And I was blessed to be able to leave Iraq and go to Sweden, where I saw the UFC for the first time. So, as a young kid getting into trouble, I saw it as an outlet for me to be able to do something bigger than I, and to be able to do it for my country, like Brandon Moreno did it for Mexico. This is my dream. This is what I want to do. I want to grow the sport, make it big, and save a lot more kids in the Middle East and in Iraq.
Yeah, how much do you think a win over Moreno can do with that? Because obviously he's probably the most popular fighter now in the division, right? He has a lot of followers. Yeah, you mentioned his story went viral when he became champion. Everything, everyone around the world heard about him. And how much a win on Saturday can do for your own for your own dream, and it probably will put you really close to the title fight, right?
Yes, he's been the champion. He's been a champion for a long time. A very respected champion, tough. Everyone knows how good Brandon Moreno is. So for me to go out there and get a win against Brandon Moreno, I will cement my legacy even more and hopefully fight for a title next and make my dreams come true. He had his dreams come true. All respect, but now it's my time.
I know you've been training in Vegas for a while. At some point, you train together, right?
Yeah, when I got first to Vegas, Uh, Brandon Moreno was there, so we trained a bit together. He was fighting Davis and Figueredo, so we already felt each other. But it's been 3 years. If he expects the same fighter to be there uh, on fight night, it's gonna be very different. And I don't expect him to be the same fighter. I deal with it as a new fight, and I'm looking forward to show people what I can do on Saturday.
So knowing him, and now you did the full camp and fight ready, right, in Arizona.
Yes.
Yeah, they know Brandon well. I know that Henry Cejudo was giving you some advice. So, what is the thing that you most care about in Brandon's game, and where do you see you have your own advantages?
I look to impose my game. I want to come in. I want to put the pressure. I want to bring the fight to Brandon Moreno. And I know how to win this fight.
Looking at the current situation in the division, we having a title fight in December. Alexander Pantoja versus Kaya Sakura. It's something. If everything goes well for you, you get a win on Saturday. You will be willing to step up if something happens in December.
Yes, of course. As a backup fighter, I'm going to be ready. But for now, my full focus is on Brandon Moreno this Saturday. I'm not looking anywhere ahead of him. He's a good opponent, tough opponent. So my full focus is on Brandon Moreno. It's not on Pantoja or Kaya Sakura.
This is your second main event, right? The first one was against Kai. What do you think is going to be, or what was the difference that night going 25 minutes this time? We've seen Brandon like go 25 minutes most of the time, right? He's used to fight 5 rounds. So what do you expect from that? Like, do you expect this to be a long fight, or are you trying to get a finish early? What's your perfect scenario for Saturday?
It's good that I went 5 rounds. I feel I know how it feels to go 5 rounds, even with my heart was already acting up then. So, but it's good that I have the 25 minute experience. I expect a finish. I'm gonna go for a finish, but I'll be ready for 5 rounds too.
Finally, Amir, we're just coming from the Abu Dhabi card, and the UFC is doing a lot more fight nights next year there, also in Saudi. I know Iraq is a different situation, but it's close, like it's close for your people. It's something that you're interested, like at some point, like to get to be the main event there in a fight night, or obviously fighting for the belt at some point in Saudi or Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, of course, like anyone would, I come from the region, I speak Arabic, I love my people, I love the Middle East. So, of course, as an Arab fighter, that's my dream to fight in Abu Dhabi and Fight Island. I fought there twice, I loved it. And now they're doing fights in Saudi Arabia. So, that, of course, is the main goal to main event there.
Yeah, and with a big crowd, right? It's gonna be different like in the island.
Exactly, exactly. I love the Arab crowd. They know how to support. So, as an Arab fighter, I know they have my back.
Well, Amir, everyone will be watching this fight on Saturday. Hope we have a great show, and hope everything goes well until Saturday.
Thank you so much.
Amir Albazi, que enfrenta este sábado a Brandon Moreno en el estelar de UFC Edmonton.